5 cute minions got superpowers and have to save the city from criminals. But something goes wrong, and now the city needs to be saved from the minions. An agent of the anti-villain league named GRYU is rushing to meet the graduates. It takes place at the Pabon Lyceum, which is also called the School of Villains. Several minions are sent there with GRYU. These kids put on business suits and glasses and begin to carry out an important mission. They need to find a villain named Maxim. There is a big party at the Lyceum. The minions try to eat a jelly cake, but something goes wrong. GRYU finally meets that same Maxim. It turns out that they have been feuding for a long time and can't stand each other. The director of the Lyceum gives Maxim the Golden Graduate Award, and GRYU is damn jealous of his former classmate. The villain says that he used cockroaches to strengthen his body, become invulnerable, and conquer the world. He actually turns into a mutant cockroach. GRYU immediately tries to arrest him, and a fight begins between them. Other agents of the anti-villain league burst into the Lyceum. Maxim fights back fiercely, but still loses and is sent to prison. GRYU returns home and greets his adopted daughters Margot, Edith, and Agnes. They have a cute little goat named Lucky. We also learn that GRYU and his wife Lucy recently had a baby. His name is GRYU Jr., and he is constantly being capricious. Luckily, the excellent minion nannies always come to the rescue. They know how to take care of a baby and are masters at changing diapers. The GRYU family is visited by the former head of the anti-villain league named Silas Nicepops, who reports that Maxim escaped from prison yesterday. For safety, GRYU and his family must quickly leave their home and move to a safe house. They go to a small town called Mayflower. The minions are sent to the anti-villain league committee. They are misbehaving and almost overturn the bus, so the driver Carl threatens to punish them for their bad behavior. But this does not help him much. The minions continue to misbehave and fool around. Several minions stay with GRYU to look after GRYU Jr. The family arrives at their new home. It's not very cozy, but it has all the essentials. To be on the safe side, our heroes take on new names and personal histories. GRYU is now called Chad and is a solar panel salesman, and Lucy is a hairdresser named Blanche. The girls will be called Bree, Blair, and Brittany. Meanwhile, the cockroaches from the city sewer are very happy about Maxim's return. It turns out that they were the ones who helped the villain escape from prison. Maxim wants to take revenge on GRYU and is going to kidnap his son. Cockroaches and his faithful friend Valentina must help him with this. GRYU and Lucy try to live like a normal family. The hero prepares breakfast for his family and is going to take Margot to school. He meets his neighbor Perry Prescott. This man owns the largest auto repair shop in the state. He has a bratty teenage daughter named Poppy who doesn't respect anyone. Meanwhile, the minions are having fun at the headquarters of the anti-villain league. They try on X-ray glasses and test other interesting devices, tease service dogs, and actively train. Nicepops reports that he needs 5 minion volunteers for a secret mission against Maxim. He chooses Dave, Mal, Gas, Tim, and Jerry. These minions must test a super serum that will give them superpowers and incredible strength. This is Dave, and he has become super strong. Mel shoots laser beams from his eyes. Tim stretches like a rubber band. Jerry has a stone body, and Gus can fly. These are the new superheroes. These are real Mega Minions. Lucy takes Edith and Agnes to karate. Their new trainer is very strict and demanding, and immediately sends the disobedient Agnes to the corner of shame. Edith shows off her fighting skills and breaks her trainer's toe. Lucy arrives at the hairdresser's. Today is her first day at work. A very capricious client needs to have her hair dyed. Lucy applies every cosmetic product on the shelf to her head. And soon the client's hair starts to smoke, falls out in strands, and even catches fire. Lucy is immediately fired. Maxim demonstrates his new invention. It is a special device that can turn people into a hybrid of a human and a cockroach. The villain wants to use his device on GRYU Jr. He sets off to find the baby on a powerful flying machine in the shape of a huge cockroach. GRYU wants to get some rest, but his son constantly interferes. Margot comes home from school complaining that her classmates teased her. It seems that no one has any luck here except the minions, although they have their share of troubles. In the evening, GRYU throws out the trash and meets his neighbor's daughter Poppy. It turns out that she is a budding villain and recognized GRYU from his previous villainous deeds. The girl threatens to expose him. He does not help her commit a very daring robbery. Meanwhile, the Mega Minions become local celebrities. However, they don't know how to use their superpowers properly, so disasters constantly occur. For example, Mel tries to heat coffee with her laser beam and burns a hole in the Earth's atmosphere. Despite this, Nice Pops decides to send the Mega Minions into town to train in the real world. In the morning, Gru and Lucy meet their neighbors again. Prescott's wife invites Gru to play tennis with them. Poppy arranges a meeting with our hero in a treehouse. Maxim remembers his school years, and we learn why he hates Gru so much. It turns out that once at a talent show, little Gru stole his number, and Maxim swore to take revenge on him for this. He and Valentina park at a gas station to fill up with fuel. Threatening with his cockroach legs, the villain demands that the gas station attendant fill his tank with 3,000 liters of fuel, after which he turns him into a human cockroach hybrid. Lucy and the girls go to the supermarket to do some shopping and meet a client there who recently burned her hair at the hairdresser's. She tries to escape from her, but the angry client notices her and rushes after her. Lucy miraculously manages to escape. Poppy and her cat are waiting for Gru in a pink tree house. Our hero goes up to her and tries to find out what she wants from him. It turns out that Poppy wants to steal the mascot of the Pabon Lyceum. It's a cute medalist named Lenny. Thanks to such a daring robbery, she should be immediately enrolled in the school for villains. Gru has no choice, so he agrees. He, Poppy, Gru Jr., and a couple of minions immediately go to Pabon High School in a big hot air balloon. Meanwhile, the Mega Minions get into the city and walk on the rooftops. They try to be superheroes, but everything goes wrong. Mel causes the most destruction, but the other Mega Minions also cause a lot of trouble in the city. They wanted to be superheroes, but became super pests. Seeing this, Nice Pops returns the Mega Minions to the Anti-Villain League and admits that his experiment was a complete failure. Meanwhile, Gru and Poppy fly to Pabon Lyceum. Our hero asks the minions to look after the baby, and together they enter the school premises. Gru covers the cameras with diapers and opens the door to the principal's office. Gru Jr. turns off the scanning system, and his father finds Lenny's cage. The kid releases the animal from the cage, and it immediately rushes at its kidnappers. The alarm goes off, and the headmistress wakes up. She rushes to her office. Gru Jr. manages to tame the honey badger with his puree, and our heroes, together with the kidnapped animal, try to escape from the furious headmistress. To do this, they have to use Gru Jr. as baby cream and even steal the guard's flying carriage. So, the kidnapping was a success. Poppy promises Gru to keep his secret. The headmistress of the school recognizes Gru from the surveillance footage and calls Maxim. She determines his location using the tracker embedded in Lenny's collar and passes this information on to the villain. The next day, Gru and Lucy are going to play tennis with their neighbors. They leave the girls and Gru Jr. at home and leave. Our hero can't play tennis at all, but the minions come to his aid. They do everything to ensure that he doesn't lose. Poppy comes to visit Gru's daughters and shows them her honey badger. Their fun is interrupted by the doorbell. It's the headmistress of the Lyceum, Pabon. Poppy hides with Lenny, and the headmistress bursts into their house and demands to know where their father is. Margot texts Gru, and our hero and Lucy immediately rush home. On the way, they call the Anti-Villain League and report that they have been exposed. Nice Pops demands that all the Mega Minions return to headquarters and follow further instructions. They immediately drop everything they are doing and rush to help their master. Gru and Lucy return home to find an angry headmistress. She demands our hero to return the honey badger. A fierce fight begins between them, during which Maxim and Valentina arrive and kidnap Gru Jr. Gru, Lucy, and the girls defeat the headmistress and notice that the baby has disappeared somewhere. Our hero sees Maxim flying away with his son. Poppy appears on a flying carriage and helps Gru catch up with the villain. Because of Gru, Maxim's flying ship crashes into the roof of a skyscraper. Unfortunately, the villain manages to turn Gru Jr. into a human cockroach hybrid. Now this kid is completely subservient to him. Gru fights the villain, but thanks to his superpowers, Maxim is much stronger. He is about to throw our hero off a huge skyscraper. Gru tells his son that he loves him very much. At this moment, Gru Jr. frees himself from Maxim's influence and attacks him. Together with his father, They throw the villain off the roof. Maxim falls to the ground, but there he is attacked by the Mega Minions and many animals and insects that they brought with them. The villain loses. GRYU'S family returns home. There, Dr. Nefario turns the baby cockroach back into a normal baby. GRYU visits Maxim in prison. At first they quarrel, but then they forgive each other all the insults and even sing a duet, which pleases all the prisoners. All the minions come to this concert. It's a success.